right, that only I can hear because I'm going to re-edit this later on and post this video on YouTube. So let's begin. Shoot. So let's see. Vue CLI, right? Vue CLI. Oh wait. And just that quick, I forgot how to use the Vue CLI, right? Let's see. Vue CLI. Creating a project. Vue create. All right. Vue create. What was the name of the convention I had before? Tic-Tac-Toe. All right, cool. So we'll say Vue Tic-Tac-Toe, and this is going to be the third iteration. Yeah. Okay. That should open up the Vue CLI interface, and I already have a dedicated ESLint option that I created before. I'm going to choose that this time. You can choose either the other ones that are already there if you want, whatever, but this is the one that I had because I wanted ESLint RC dedicated thingy that I'm not going to actually modify. The first time I did this, I actually modified it, and it gave me a lot more strict business going on inside my code than I really cared for. So I'm just going to do it separately because I like the idea of having it separately, and I'm going to get into the practice of having all of my or as many as I possibly can files like that, like ESLint or Babel or whatever else. Being separate things versus all in one package.json file. So, see, I need a little bit more light. I'm going to have to buy me another light source thingy. While that's doing its thing, let me see if I can't get the light to do a little bit more. Shine more in my glorious face. In my lovely glorious face. I guess that looks okay so far. And yeah, maybe we want some of this. See what that looks like. Yeah, better contrast perhaps. Figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. All right, so that is still doing a thing. Okay, thing, you've been sitting here for too long. What's going on? See, let's clear this. We don't care about that one. That's the old one. And yeah, I'm not going to turn that off because that is my editor and another screen. Ooh-wee. What's going on here? Oh, okay, man, I was getting nervous. I thought something had crashed. So I guess while that's running on the side, and I got this sitting here open, I can tell you about this. This is the Vue CLI website. I had to go there, right, just a moment ago to remember how to start up this incantation. But here is the documentation site for this particular tool that you use to start up to start using a any Vue app that you want to build out, right? You can also do these. You can also start using a Vue via CDN, but realistically, I don't do that. So I don't do that anymore. I just, if you already have an existing app or something like that exists out there, and you don't want to go through the trouble, you just want to kind of like experiment with Vue. You can do the CDN thing and then kind of like build Vue into your application incrementally if you want. It is set up to do that. You don't have to just jump in and rewrite your entire, source code or whatever to facilitate this new framework, whatever. The new use of this framework's been around since 2014, I think. Anyhow, so I'm just using my words to eat up time as this thing is doing its thing. Yeah, that was a little gnarly. Maybe I didn't want to do that. It just makes it look scary. That looks so weird. What will it do if I do this? Okay. Installing CLI plugins. This may take a while. Oh my god. I should have just started from the already existing application, just rewrote it inside of that one from scratch, right? But I wanted to start a new app to show the Vue CLI. All right. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. Man, why is it moving so slow today? Like, yesterday it was zip, zip, zip done, like, in seconds. I don't know what the deal is. Well, you can't control everything over the internet, right? Oh, yeah, the internet. Forgot there's a war going on. Maybe there's some infrastructure problems. All right, there we go. Cool, solid. All right, yay. Clear this. You can see the other ones that built out before, right? Let's cd into Vue Tic-Tac-Toe 3. And now we can see all our lovely files are there. Fantastic. Whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. npm install. Great, groovy. Nothing that's in there that I care about to worry about right now. And I'm going to open this up in my IDE. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna shrink you a bit because that's just too huge, and then we're gonna stick you in the back. This is my favorite terminal thing that I'm using on my machine right now. My workflow is such that I like to get over there. I like to have my editor in a separate app running my terminal versus just running the terminal from in here. I mean, I can run the terminal from in here, but it's just personal preference, personal habit. So anyway, so there's a CLI. Great. You want to play around with Vue CLI? Have at it. Go have fun. I'll leave this sitting here in a new tab. I always have documentation open because it helps. And yeah, let's get this popping. So right now, the app isn't running, right? We had the old app. We're going to pop this over here, and then we're going to say something like npm run serve, or is it run start? Wait, what's it saying here? Yeah, it literally just told me here, run serve. Okay, cool. So hit run serve, and that's going to do its thing. Great. Now I reload. Yay! And here's the default page, right? Fantastic. Great. So now we have a default Vue page, and we're going to kill all of that because we're going to have instead a nice little tic-tac-toe board sitting up here. And we're going to go here. We're going to close that. And we're going to look inside. Oh, see, here's all my separate stuff. See, yay. Now we got the ESLint thingy that I highlighted when I was installing the app, right? Here is a key thing that I can change if I want to make my linter a little bit more strict, or do some, be more specific about what it is it's looking at. That's something that's in the documentation. Oh shoot, would be great. I didn't think to see that right before I did this because I wasn't really thinking about showing it right now. But let's see, ESLint IDE extensions example blah 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 blah. Formatted linting. Let's see, was that here? Was this particular page? Somewhere in here. No, not on this page. Somewhere on here this is mentioning the specifics about this particular file. Maybe I'll circle back around and explain that if I can find that particular spot on here. But there's another option that you can, there's a series of options that you can change this out for different, to make your linting behave differently inside your IDE, right? And it's sitting somewhere inside the documentation in here, but I'll play around with that later because I can't remember where it is located right now. And let's just get back to the focus of actually building out the thing, right? So let's get rid of this. Gonna get rid of all of this crazy sauce. Let's get in here, and what are we gonna do? We're gonna, okay, all that's cool. That's fine. Where's the other stuff? The other stuff is it main? Nope, not main. View. Hello world. Okay, there's hello world. Yes, hello world. All right, so let's go to hello world. Show me hello world. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Here's who we have to get rid of. So let's make this a little bit bigger so we can see that a little bit better. And we got the assets, right? There's the logo, great. There's all our components, great. All right, cool. So what do I want to do? I want to get for a guide, recipes on how to configure and customize this project. Check out this guy. That's all of this jazz. And oh, I'm not even using that. I don't even have to worry about that because I'm going to create a new file. And I'm going to create this new file, and we're going to call it main board. Right. So, oh, wait. How did I forget this particular detail? One key thing. Let's do this. Let's stop this. We want to say git init everything here. Right. Oh, that's going to do the node modules too. Or I'm not going to worry about that right now. Well, that's going to take a second. Git ignore. Yes, git ignore. Node modules. Okay, cool. All right, so it's not gonna grab that. All right, solid. So let's do this. Let's say, hang on. What was I thinking? A git add. Oh wait, git status. So you can see the status. There's things that we have to add to this particular repository. Git add everybody here. Git commit message. First commit, although it looks like there was already a commit before, but how did that just happen? Because I just installed it. First commit by me. All right, cool. All right, great, groovy. First commit by me, great. Let's make a board. Do I want to do a feature branch right now? No, I don't. So we're going to do this. We're going to say new board, new thingy, new view component. And what's the name of this thing? Is going to be main board. Components come in camel case. Main board. Don't ask again. I'm going to do this by hand. If you choose cancel, you can add it later. Okay, great. All right, so there's the main board. We're gonna swap this out. Oh yeah, wait. Let me say. What do I want to say? I want to say H2, and I want to say. Tic-Tac-Toe. Tic-Tac-Toe. If I can, use my fingers right on my new keyboard. Tic-Tac-Toe, and yeah. So now we're gonna wherever hello world was originally wired into this page so that you can so that's displayed. We're going to undo that and point it to main board now, right? So here as I check chat to see if everybody's talking to me. Oh yeah, wait, let me move this over a little bit. You can't see this right now, but I'm gonna move my chat window a little bit further over on the other side here. All right, can I do that? I should be able to do. No. I don't want to put it up there. I want to put it down here where I can see it. I can't see that. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Grab this. Bro. Oh, man. Come on, bro. Don't do me like that. Pop out. Oh, I wish you could see this right now. It's a hot mess. Oh, man. Hang on. Oh, my jeez. Frack. What the heck, bro? I can't even right now. This thing is like, don't be horizontal, bro. Oh my God, stop. Oh my God. What an absolute, okay, now I can see the thing. Dude, I just want this to be on the side. Like, come on. Okay, so I can get one side, but I can't get it on the other side? Like, really? Docs. chat. Okay. Custom browser docs. Docs. I just want the docs to be laid out differently. All right. Something else I got to figure out later on, bro. Okay. So anyhow, back to this. All right. So edit all that out later on when I post this. So what is this? Alt J, right? Let's see. Everywhere we see hello. Any more hellos? Yes, there's another hello. All right, cool. So let's go here and actually let's do this. Can I do this? Get rid of hello. Okay, so hello, and we're gonna call you main board instead. Call you main board. And yeah, all right. All right, so main board, and let's see, anything else here? No, we don't need to worry about that because main is connected to app. App is connected to the other components. And there we go. All right, so now we, oh, wait. Start you back up, run serve. So now we restart you back up. And now we got Tic-Tac-Toe. Fantastic. Now, where is this coming from? This little logo at the top is coming from where? Who has that? We're not using Hello World anymore. That's in the head. That's the body. Strong. We're not worried about that. App. Okay, wait. Index. Where's index? Index is up here. So that's got to be app view, right? Yes, there it is. All right. Kill that. All right, groovy. All right. Now we're ready to do the board. Okay, so we'll close this out and we'll enter into, I don't care about ESLint right now. And we don't care about the README for this right now. And here we go. All right, so now we're inside of our file. Now we are ready to go. Yeah, hang on. Let's do this. Let's do this as well. Let's say get, oh, wait, get status. So you can see that. Great, got change. Get add all. Get status. Again, so you can see that that's changed. And get add all. Commit. Okay, files updated, ready to start building board. All right, something like that. Okay, just saving at this waypoint. Now, okay, so Vue has a couple of conventions where you've got the template, you know, the HTML stuff sits on top, the JavaScript is sitting in the script tags here, and then the style for your app is here in style, right? I'm coming from React, so one of the things that I like to do, and you don't have to do this, but it will work regardless, is to plop my template thingy down here so that I've got my JavaScript code on top and my HTML at the bottom. Because I'm always my brain is just wired to be used to seeing render down here. Again, you don't really have to do this. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna work anyway. So we'll see this later on. Should I do this now? Should I do it? No, I'm gonna do this now on this particular version. I didn't do it the first few times I did this. So now, pseudocode. What is the cardinal law, cardinal rules of coding stuff, right? Building things. Start first with some pseudocode. You want to get out of your brain the idea of the thing that you're trying to build, right? And just accept that that's going to change over time. It's not going to have to be perfect, but basically just get out of your head of what it is that you're trying to build out step by step, right? So Where do I want to put my pseudocode? I'm going to stick it down here. Actually, I was thinking about maybe putting it in script. What's the let's say pseudo. Is that how you spell pseudo? Pseudocode it. Okay. And we're gonna say I'll stick it here because I like the way the comments look here, commenting out the thing in the script tag. So okay, so pseudocode it. So let's say, what does a tic-tac-toe game need? What does it need? What does a tic-tac-toe game need? It needs a board, right? So a blank board needs a blank board. It needs players, right? Let's put this in bullet points. Actually, we'll stick that out here. Needs players. Yeah. So. Players. I actually needs players. We need players. 2 players. No, that's a separate thing. I have a different idea in my head. So piece names, right? The pieces for the board, and X and Y, right? What else? What else does it need? So we've got take turns, right? The ability to take turns. Check for win. Say check for a winner. Let's check for a winner, right? Don't know why I want to do it like that, but whatever. Check for a winner. What else? It should check for a tie, right? That will be part of that. Check for tie game. It should play the game. Check for winner. Check for a tie game. Run the game, right? Play the game. Again, just pulling this out of my head as I think about it. Reset the board, right? Reset the board. Oh, actually, let's do it like that. Reset the board, and there's a reason for that later on. I get into it later on. Oh, right. Yeah, this. And it should look cool. Okay. All right. So key things. This is a building an AI special feature. Not required initially, but I think I'm going to add that later on. It should look decent, look cool, whatever, right? Some CSS, but basically should, display well on the screen. But that's, again, I'm adding that nonsense there. But primary things, these things, right? Reset the board, play the game. When it plays, it should check for winner, it should check for a tie. Allow the users to take turns. Have piece names X and Y, right? Has players, starts with a blank board, right? Okay, so first thing we're going to do is, and giving away from the name of this particular component, is the main board, right? Let's go in here. Oh yeah, and as a matter of fact, this is still sitting here. Real world, we don't need that anymore. Let's delete it. So delete. You right, delete. Kill it. Okay, cool. So, excuse me. So we are in export first thing we're going to do is create a board on the screen. I'm thinking about CSS. I'm thinking about programmatically. I'm thinking about a whole bunch of stuff in the head right now as to how to start that off. Let's see. Oh, right. A detail that I forgot about. Right, this right here. Yeah, I wanted to bring that in from before. So pass a prop to this thing, but all right, we'll come back around and do that later on. Don't really need to do that just yet. Yeah. Or I could talk about this. Squares. Okay, so all right, let's hide all the pseudocode for right now. First thing we're doing is building a board, and we could display this programmatically on here visually. I want to grab this and turn this into a prop, but I think I'm going to do that later. I think I'm going to just show building the board out first. So what do we have when we build out a board? We've got, we're going to have a div that has an ID of board. And inside that board div, we're going to have a div with a class of, well, we're only going to have, well, no, we're going to have more than, of a class of square. Board has squares on it, right? And then the square is going to be on the board. So we're going to draw the squares on the board. There we go. Draw the squares on the board. All right, so as we draw the squares on the board, how can we draw squares on the board? I can use, yeah, let me do these things first and then I'll explain what they are. So I can use, well, actually, oh, wait. Okay. That's what my brain is going there first. So let's do the thing programmatically out first. So I need to draw the squares. I need to create an object with squares in it, right? So let's say, let's see. Where do I have that split out? Ah, there we go. Yeah, see, depending too much on what I wrote before, and I should just run it. I should just build it. So, all right. What do we want to do? We want to create an object with 9 squares when the app loads, right? So in Vue, we've got a thing called onSetup. That is the first thing that runs when we start, when we load any Vue app, right? So we've got, hang on, I need a comma here. And then we've got onSetup, or is it onSetup? No, it's just setup, right? Setup. And then inside setup, I'm going to hit U, console.log. Setup is called setup called. And why is that? Because introduction, creating an application. Right, root component. Where do you start talking about setup at, my friend? App config, blah, 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 blah. Template syntax, reactivity, computer. Okay, don't know where that is in documentation. But wait. Documentation. Forget this is Vue's documentation. Their documentation is awesome sauce. Simple search feature. Setup. All right, setup. Where you at? Setup. Okay, basic syntax. Script with setup, or inside of script, or using components. Come on, show me the other thingamabob. Dynamic components. Define props, define. Oh my God. Okay. I have to go to the bottom before I get to the thing that I'm looking for. Okay, interface props. Right. Come on, show me the setup that I'm using, the setup configuration that I'm using. Script. Setup. Okay, we got another script alongside normal. Nah, you're messing up my Christmas. This is what happens when you go off script. And you do it live. Here, right, because I'm in composition API, right? Because I'm using. Thank you. That was the reason I wanted to do this. Okay, so Vue has two different APIs, right? I'm doing Vue 3 in this video. The old API, the old way of structure of doing things was called the options API, right? So when we were looking at this earlier, before I just hit this link to go to this particular page, right, that was showing you the options API way of setting up your script tag, right, where you would have script and it would say setup inside the first line of script, right? If I'm thinking about that correctly, right? Actually, let's go back. Let's double check this. Yes. Reactivity, SFC, script setup. Okay, yeah. Compile time, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there. Script setup, single file component, script setup like this, right? That's outside of that. SFC, single file component. So that's what they're doing in single file component. Yeah, let me back that up. So that's not specific to either one of these. This is something that you could do regardless of either one. That's what this looks like, right? Anyhow, going back into this, let's see. I am doing setup like this under the composition API. I know this page documents the uses of setup component option. If you are using composition API with single file components, script setup is recommended for a more succinct and ergonomic syntax. Okay. With single file components, if you're using composition API with single file components, script setup is recommended for a more succinct and ergonomic syntax. The setup hook serves as the entry point for the composition API usage and components in the following cases: using composition API without a build step, integrating with composition API based code, and an options API component. Okay. It looks like they're saying you could do this. This is the more ideal way of doing things. Compile time, syntactic sugar for using composition API inside single file components. This is really a single file component, so at least that's because I'm only going to be using one component, right? But does that matter if you've got app view versus main board view? I mean, aren't those two separate components technically, right? To opt in, okay, more succinct ability to declare props and emitted events using pure TypeScript. Oh, I want to get into that. I'm not doing TypeScript right now, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this again using that. Better runtime performance. Template is compiled into a render function in the same scope without an intermediate proxy. Better IDE typeface performance. Oh, really? Less work for the language server to extract types from code. Oh. I am tempted into doing setup like this for the first time. because I haven't actually done this before like this. I wonder what will happen. I wonder. Because then you don't have to do export. Oh, but am I going to go and use the other one later on? The options thing? Because I have like a lifecycle thing. I have a lifecycle hook. Oh, well, no, because we got lifecycle hooks. Okay. All right, let's do this. I'm okay. I'm gonna change this up a bit. I'm gonna do this time, like this, pa-dow, and ta-dow, and ta-da, 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 ta-dow, and like that, like this. There's console log was main board, but do I need to say main board because I'm already in main board? Like, it shouldn't already like know that? Like, okay. Console log, blah 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 blah. What you looking for? What you looking for? Statement expected. No statement here. Script. Okay, but wait. Where's this? Okay, but that's. Wait. Let me. Oh, close the script. Right. Yeah, that's the closing of the script. Oh, my bad. Because there's the closing of the script. Right. Right. Let's see. What's this? What you yelling at me here? Oh, fix indent. Okay, cool. Fix that indent. All right, let's load this. Setup call, cool. Non-props attribute message were passed to component but could not automatically inherit. Oh, are you? Oh, where is that at? Where is message being passed? Oh, message. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Welcome to your VueJS app, Tic-Tac-Toe. Oh, yeah. This gives me an opportunity to talk about props being passed in a Vue app, right? In a Vue component. So here we got that. Yeah, this is okay. This is cool. So let's see. Can I do this? Props. Props message is a string because that's the type for that. And comma, will that still work here? Can I still do this? Let's put you on your own individual lines and all that kind of jazz. Is that a thing that I can do? Like, how do you pass the props when you got the setup like this? Oh, it doesn't seem like that. Statement expected. Okay, wait, hang on. Oh, and all that blows up. Trailing spaces. You don't like trailing spaces. All right, cool. What's this? Oh, unexpected label. Okay, wait. Let's go back to the documentation. How do you pass props in this scenario? Okay, top level bindings are exposed to template. Constant message, hello. Function log, script, template, and click log, message. Okay, so that's that. Do I just say props message? I'm like, hang on, let's see. Imports are exposed the same fashion. Reactivity. Import ref. Okay, using components. Passing props though, bro. Show me the prop situation. Namespace. Oh, namespace components. Okay, using custom directives. Before mount. Setup before mount. Oh, I like. Oh, see, and they're doing this the same way too. In here, okay, I'm digging it. So, okay, using custom directives. I didn't even notice that. They get in their documentation. They switched the template to the bottom too. Okay, yeah. Let's get with it. Let's see. Props. How you passing? Define props. Define emits. Constant props. Oh, okay. So it's like this. Oh, I could have guessed that. Constant, right? Yeah, because I ain't changing. Oh, my bad. Constant. Okay, cool. Constant props is equal to. That's going to be that, and that's going to be that, and that's going to be this. It's going to be equal to define props. Oh, wait. Do I have to? define. Oh, we have to say define props to declare options like props and emits with full type in, uh, inference support. We can use the define props and define emits APIs, which are automatically available inside script set. My bad. So read the instructions, homie. So let's see, define props. Oh, nice. And let's get that in there. Padow. And hang on. We got the way. We're going to say, now we're going to say MSG with that and string. Yeah. Groovy. Let me guess. This is some spacing situation, right? No multi-spaces. Yeah, okay. Suppress no unused vars for current line. Is assigned a value but never used. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. So, yeah, we got you. Don't worry about that. We got that real good. So that's going to be this MSG, homie. Are you not used now? Was a constant props equals define props? Did we set that up right? What's happening? ESLint props is assigned a value but never used. Suppressed, no use versus current line. Yeah, okay, wait, I'm not digging that. Hang on. Constant, emit, define emits, change, delete, foo string, script. Define props, define emits, and compiler macros are only usable inside script setup. They do not need to be imported and are compiled away from script using. Accepts the same value as the props option, which while define accepts the same value as the emits option. Okay, if you're using TypeScript, it's also possible to declare props and emits using period type annotations. Closed by default, i.e. the public instance of the component, which is retrieved via template, refs, or parent chains, will not expose any of the bindings declared inside. To explicitly expose properties in a script setup, to use the define expose compiler. Define expose. Oh, nice. So it's a little extra little protection there. Use slots, use attributes alongside normal, top level await, type sync only features, default prop values when using type declaration, interface props, constant with defaults, define props, message hello. One drawback, type only define props declarations is that it doesn't have a way to provide default values for the props. To resolve this problem with defaults. Okay, cool, but here's the thing, define props. Why am I getting this? What am I missing here in this thingy? Ping. What's up, ping? Gotta declare as a very constant. Oh, you probably put that there before I saw this, before I did this, yeah? Let's see. I gotta put my chat window. Hang on. I got to do something different with this chat situation because I need to see my peoples. Let's see. Can I do this? Can I just literally just snatch y'all out and put y'all up here? Let's do this. Yeah. Let's see. That's why I said, yeah. Oh, no worries. Because I wasn't, looking at my chat all the time because I got my chat on the second screen. That's like all the way like over here somewhere, like in a corner, right? While my main screen is right here, right here, right? So yeah. All right, so yeah, exactly. I was zoned in for real. All right, let's see here. Okay, that's gonna disappear. Okay, so now my chat's gonna disappear. Man, all right. That's something I got to work on trying to get my my chat situation. Yeah, okay, I got a different window that I'm gonna plop you all in. Yeah, let's move this over here. Yeah, okay, so now I can see the other code that I'm working on as my script, so to speak. Yeah, and now I've got chat sitting in a little corner there. That's a little closer to the corner of my eye. Yeah. Okay, come on, grab the thing. See, that's another thing too with these OBS things. It's like the edges are so thin to grab parts of the window to drag them around. All right, so back to this. Okay, so why is this red? Why are you not liking what we got there? What's happening here? Define props, suppress undefined for current line. It's not defined. Define props. What am I missing there? I'm like, that should be, because see, that's going to explode in my face. Props is assigned a value but never used. Define props is not defined. Like define props is not defined. Like, did I misspell something? I'm like, what? What? Like, what? What's the deal here? Hang on, let's test something. Is there something that I did not? Can I do that? Great. Can I do this? Great. Oh, I know I can't do that. So can I do this? No. Let's redo this. So let's grab that. Come here. Let's grab. Okay, don't want all that. Where's this? And let's copy and then hit P to pop you in here. Okay, wait. Undo that. Come on, man. Here. Paste. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's still freaking out. Why is that still freaking out like that? What's? Okay, I get you don't like the space. Screw out the way. All right. What the heck? Let's see. Come here. Suppress this. Suppress that. That doesn't make sense. That absolutely, positively does not make sense. Like, I shouldn't have to disable the lint for that. That should automatically work. What's the deal with that? All right, so here, kill that, and let's put this back. Okay, groovy. Oh, let's do that again. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, my bad. Let's do this. Come here. Find it. That does not, man. Is this just a glitch in the thingamabob? Let's see. Yeah, nobody shows up now. Extraneous non-props attributes, MSG, were passed to component but not automatically inherited because component renders fragment or text with nodes. Okay, so I don't know what the deal is with this. I don't know why that's breaking, because that is what they're saying here. Oh, my bad. Let's see. Where am I at? Yeah, let's turn that off. Yeah, let's switch that over. Phew, there we go. I don't know why that is doing this. Why is that not working? Why is this not? Yeah, and get rid of this. That's nonsense. If it isn't, that disable isn't gonna do process assigned a value but never used. Setup template. Like, what is the deal with that? But I know a way that will work. So, let's go here. Did you call props? Did I call props? Let's see. I've got, okay, so here's message here, right? Main board should be receiving prop here. And then actually let me do this, because I always hate it when anytime I see somebody coding and I don't see like all the things, right? Let me split this and I'll do it like this. That way we can see both things at the same time, right? So, did you call props? That's what the message is crying. It's saying I didn't call props. Can only receive if you emit. Can only receive if you emit. Oh, so I have to emit from view. I have to emit from app view is what you're saying. I have to emit from, wait. Other way. I have to emit from main board. Oh, so it's operating like a pub sub type thing. From where props is initialized as in the example. Props is initialized as in the example. Wait. To declare options like props equals so wait, so I'm thinking about inheritance wrong here in view, right? As props as in the example. So in other words, all right, so wait, so should I, all right, so if I'm thinking of wait. VueJS is still hard for you know what, because okay, yeah, because all right, because I'm coming from React, right? And I'm like, I should just be able to receive the thing like a prop in React, right? And then use the thing in the component that I'm receiving, right? So on line 2, and I should be able to go in, here it is receiving the thing, right? And then I should be able to go and do stuff with the thing, right? I know a way to do this. The other way I had it was the old export default stuff, and then having props as an object, and then it works, you know. But I saw this and I was like, okay, I saw this in the composition API documentation. So I was like, okay, well, let me do it this way, right? Basic usage, right. I might go back to export. Hang on. Okay, wait. Accessing props. So where the heck was I a minute ago? Yeah. Right, an export default, right. But if I put, what did I see a minute ago? Where was I a minute ago? So here's setup here in composition API. Define props. Where am I sitting? APIs. Oh, SFC. And an SFC. Oh, down here. Right. You know what? I am overcomplicating my universe. I am going to go back to doing it the way I was going to do it in the first place, right? Because under composition API, this is what they have it set up as, right? And you got accessing props, which is what I was going to do initially until I got sidetracked down here, right, in the SFC documentation. All right. Yeah, shorthand. Yeah, right on. All right, so let me do this. Let me undo all the things. Get rid of setup. How far back is my undo memory set? Let's find out. There we go. Okay, we started to do that. Actually put that, well, no, let's keep going. Setup called. Keep going. Main board, keep going. Haha! All right. So let's go with that, and see, underneath name, we're gonna put props down here. And put the comma here, and now we're gonna say our prop, the name of our prop, message, and it's going to be a string. That is the cool thing that I do like about Vue, is that you have to tell it what it is, what the prop is going to be. Okay, cool. So then that's that. What do I have down here? Stuff. Oh, stuff in here. I don't know. I just wanna span tag or something like that. Just sit there so that goes away. All right, cool. All right, groovy. Run the thing. No things in the thing. Reload the thing just in case. Okay, cool. No things in the thing. All right, great. Setup called. Great. Yay. All right, and now we've got. Yes, we've got Tic-Tac-Toe. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And let's bring over our prop. And let's see if that worked or if things explode in our face. Woohoo! All right, great. We have given a child component a prop. we have displayed the contents of that prop in our child component. Yay! Now over here, I'm going to get rid of that text, and I'm going to make the text say Tic-Tac-Toe. And there we go. Groovy. Yay! All right. Now I'm going to ditch this file because I don't need it anymore, and I'll open the project thingies just because it looks neat. And it kind of moves my code over because now I'm going to start building the board. So let's see. Right. Had to remember what the heck I was going to do. So let's see. So this setup is the first thing that loads. And we're going to get us some squares. And we're going to say, oh, wait. We have to tell that what that is. Constant squares is going to equal a pointer that is pointing to this empty array. If you're coming from React, ref is like use state. That's how it fits in my brain right now, right? And you'll kind of see how that works as I kind of go. And what ref does is it's like, and again, I'm just describing how this fits in my brain. It's like a pointer, right? It's not the actual thing, which is the empty array, but it's a pointer pointing to the empty array. But again, this hopefully will kind of make sense as I build this thingy out. So all right, so ref. Oh yeah. That's screaming at me that I need to import it. Come on. Tell me I need to import it. Make me import it. Missing semicolon. Let's see. Am I missing semicolon? Do I have the right? Oh wait. Chucklehead. You had the wrong thingy there. There you go. That's that. Now you should be asking me to import it, right? Yes. And go ahead and import that. And that pops up here. Let's see. Let's get rid of that space because I want to see the top of that when that does that. All right. So great. So now we've got that as assigned but not used. Don't worry. We're going to use it in a second. We're going to say yes, success. So we're going to say squares, and we're going to do dot values. See equals an array of 9 thingies in it, and we're going to fill that array of 9 thingies with spaces. Okay, let's see, squares. It says it must use dot value. Oh, I said dot values, my bad. Yes, there we go, dot value. So again, the dot value thing is telling it, hey, you know that pointer that you just called squares? Look for the value of that, right? Don't move that because I'm saying things. Look for the value of that and assign an array of 9 things with 9 empty spaces into it, right? So, all right, so now we got that. Now, here's a habit that I always do. So the code works in my brain that I have an array with 9 empty spaces in it, right? Everything works perfectly fine inside my head. But let's say squares, and we're gonna make that we're gonna put that into little quotes because that's gonna be a little string, and then we're going to actually see what that is, right? I'm always going to try to ask the code to show me what it's doing. So let's see, squares. Let's see, are you giving me this? Oh yeah. Thank you, IDE, for pointing that out. I want to see the value that the pointer is pointing to, because what's really happening here is that this is effectively doing this, right? Excuse me. That's effectively doing this, right? That empty array, make that empty array full of these thingies, right? And this is just the name of my ref, the name of my pointer, right? Squares. Okay, so, excuse me, squares dot value. Value. There we go. All right, so now I want to see what's in the value of the thing when this loads up. So when I click on this browser, it's going to automatically reload the view code, right? And then hopefully I should see setup and then square and then 9 empty spaces, right? Or error messages that give me some sort of clue to start my detective work on fixing the problem, right? All right, so here we go. And there it is. Setup called, squares, a bunch of thingamabobs representing my empty spaces, okay? So now I have an array object, and since I have an array object, I can play with showing it up on the board. Yep. Yep, a bunch of squares, exactly. So let's see, fill don't want to do the computed thing just yet. Let's first just display the board. So, all right, so now we're in square, and yeah, so we're in square, and I want to show the thingies. So, nope, don't do that. So usually, if this is just regular JavaScript or a React app, I would do like a for loop thing, and I would parse the array, right, like dot length or whatever, or I do something like dot map or something like that, and then I would, show me the thing for each of the thing and the things, right? So Vue has a thing called v4. It's a directive, if I remember correctly. We'll look at a documentation in a second, called v4, which I can then feed it. I can feed it. Where's my thingy here? I can feed it. Oh, yep, don't do that, because that drives me nuts when that does that. Stop doing that. All right. So I can feed it. I can say square index on this array for the things in things. For the things in square. Oops. In squares. Right. For the things in squares. Right. For the things in squares. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Wait. We've got some gnarly stuff. I remove unused local variable square. So squares, constant squares. We did spell that correctly. Did we not? Yes, but it is not linking to this. Why is it not linking to that one? V4 thing in things. ... All right, hang on. Let me keep going. I'm going to need a key, and the key is going to be the unique index, right? Okay, so it's working itself out. Unique index, and then in a minute I'm going to add a handler, so when you click on things happen. But I'm not going to do that just yet. Right now, I just want to show me the things in the board, right? So I'm going to feed it the square. All right, there we go. Okay, so why are you telling me things? Unresolved variable or type squares. Squares. Really? Okay. What are we thinking about here? Why is that doing that? Okay, wait. First, let's see this for a second. Let's see, that's doing that thing. Okay, cool. Property squares was accessed during render, but is not defined on instance at main board. Okay. What did we miss here? Oh! Excellent. I'm glad this happened. Okay. because remember, all of this is just JavaScript, right? So this is a function. All setup is a function. It is the initialization function, if you will, for your main export default thing, right? Object, right? That you're building out. So just like any other function, you've created the internal workings of your function. You built out an internal engine in the function, but you have to return the thing that you created, right? So Let's see here. What's set up? I think it's underneath here. It says return. Return. Did I put that in the thing? Okay, nope, it's yelling at me, so maybe I put that in the wrong thing. I think, oh wait, get rid of that space. Maybe I put that, so you return, wait, you're inside the function, chucklehead. So return. All right, return, what do we call you? Squares. Return squares. All right, now, there we go. Now we got the color change. All right, now the template can see it. Return squares, great, yay. Okay, cool. ESLint spaces required before, fine. Yeah, fix the spaces. All right, groovy. So cool sauce. And now, all right, cool. No error message down there. Great. All right, so the squares are there, but you can't really see the squares. How can I make the, oh. This is good because now I get to do some CSS work. I get to put some lines around things, right? All right, so let's say we've got board. We're gonna put, we're gonna say board is, what's board gonna be? What's board gonna be? I had some cool CSS already written up before. So hang on for a second here. I'm going to do, I'm not gonna make this a CSS thing. So I'm going to do the Julia Child trick here. And I am going to give you the board. All right, there we go. So there is the CSS for board. We just have a nice little border. We give it some height, some width, some margin stuff. We give it some flex information. I'll make some other video that talks about all that kind of jazz. But now we've got our board container, right? So next we're going to go to the squares itself, right? So now we're going to say squares, or square, right? And we're going to do that. And I'm going to do the same Julia Child trick. And we're going to copy that. And we're going to just plop that right in there. And we're going to paste that in. Boom. There we go. Okay. Don't need this float thingy here. But let's see. Or do I? Or is there a reason that I had it there? Maybe I'll need that for showing you something in a minute. Let's see. All right. So same deal with square. A nice little detail to point out, right? So we've got, we got height and width. See that at 100? And we got height and width at about 310-ish, right, between these two, right? So I'm gonna show you something in a minute regarding that. I think, yeah. Let's see what this looks like. So, plop. Now we have our 9 spaces, right? Now, if I do something like, let me be more specific. I'm gonna turn the board off. So the board disappears and the containment of the 9 squares disappears, right? So these are the 9 individual spaces that's being generated from our for loop, right? Our V4 directive, okay? But we don't believe you. Okay, sure. Let me turn that off then. Will it show up again here again? Okay, wait. Let me. Well, that might still show the thing. Let me do this. Can I do this? Yeah. Okay. Let me do that. But you still have 9 things. You lied to us. Okay. So let's see. It's making me into a liar here for a second. All right. So let's see. It's doing this 9. It's still doing this 9 times. It's giving me 9 empty things 9 times, right? How do I demonstrate that this is actually coming from this thing? when it's just coming from the thing and it's freaking invisible. Like, all right, because this is going to be the value of the square that gets passed into the square. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to figure out how can I show you this. Well, what if I do this? What if I just get rid of the of this all of that, of the whole directive thingy, right? Because that should do, because that's nothing right there, yeah? Let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we got one square, right? And then some weird business that's happening here, right? And this weird business that's happening here is the square. Hang on, let's make this small so we can see the code better. And then I'm gonna make the style thing shrink so we can see all the code here. All right, so here we got the squares, and we see the color is still this particular color, right? It's like blue. Oh, yay! Which means that if I click on it, it's gonna pop me back to the returned squares that we created with the empty spaces, right? The empty object, right? So now this is showing you the result of this, right, on line 11. And you can see what is effectively this whole array of empty stuff, right, of empty checkmark thingies, right? And yeah, so now we can see that, but it's all in one square because we only got one square, right? So now if I undo this and I put the v4 directive, and it's going to now iterate, you can visually see how this is now spitting out each one of spitting out 9 versions of these things with the contents of square in each one of them, right? Let's see, there's something else I'm thinking. Okay, and here's another trick. So wait, not that one. Oh, this one. So let's go here, and then let's do this. And I think I can show you this too. I think this will also work, right? I can see this should give me numbers, right? Yeah. The position on each element in the array, the index, right? The array index for each one. So 0 through 9. Well, 0 through 8 because there's 9 of them, right? Starting at 0, right? Arrays should always start at 0. So now if I go back and I reapply the CSS to the board, which is the container for the squares, they pop back into place, right? All right, so let's see, let's open that up. And I was saying that I wanted to show you something about the CSS and their relationship to each other, right? The height and width for each of the squares and the height and width for the board, right? The board is set up so that it will so each square, which is 100 by 100, right, as a square here, they'll fit 3 across, right? 100, 100, 100. And then because of the flex configurations of being at a row and wrapping, it's going to wrap the thing 3 times, right? It's going to say, okay, I've got enough space coming across here at about 310. You see that little edge right there is kind of a little bit fatter. That's because of this. Let's say if I say that edge shrinks and then they wrap around that, right? So versus here, put that back. Now there's enough space for 3 to sit across because each of them is 100 wide, right? All right, so just a tiny little tidbit on how that happened, right, in the display there. Okay, now we have the board on deck. Now we're gonna put this back. We're gonna say square again. All right. Oh, that's why, because I had squares with the S, right? So now we have square, and the square contains nothing in it. Versus if I say squares, which is actually pointing to the array in the script that has all the empty spaces, right? So that's a little difference there too to note. Each individual thing, and this is going to be the location where our piece is placed that we're going to build out in a minute, right? All right, so right now we've got the finished board built. So we'll say, so let's stop it from running for a second, and we're going to get say status. We see the changes that we did. we're going to do git and all, and then we're going to do git commit -m board begins main board layout in place. All right, we'll say something like that. Great. And then we'll restart the server again. All right, so we see when you cut off the server, we get this little stuff because the stuff is sitting on memory. The bar is trying to hit it. It can't say it. I'm like, I can't find it, which is perfectly cool because we deleted it. And then I like to do that just to clear out everything at the bottom again. All right, cool. So I'll make that go away. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're kind of done with the styling part, and I'm going to make that hide because now we're going to build out all the rest of this craziness. Okay, so now we got all of that. Any questions? How we doing? Everybody groovy? Yeah? All right. I'll keep looking at the chat just in case. All right, so now we start doing stuff. We're doing the programmatic stuff, right? So I said before that we wanted to make it so that when you click on the board, something will happen, right? We want to put an event listener of some sort, right? Hey, Fox Chow, welcome. So the way we do that is here. We can. Oh yeah. My gut is also saying maybe point you over into where directives are with Vue. I'll be comparing React's documentation to Vue's documentation over the years. I really love Vue's documentation on their site, right? Angular's back in the day, around 2014, 2015, when I was doing Angular stuff, their site was pretty cool too. But Vue, I really like their site. Anyway, so directives V-4, right? Built-in directives. So there's a bunch of built-in directives. This is how you get to the directives portion on the site. Get out the way. So you can kind of like dig into how all that works, right? Or different ways of making it work, right? I chose the item and items is where my brain was going, right? Anytime I have an array, like, I got an array, great. I can do a items and items thing, right? I have an index. Since the object is an array, I can then get a unique index on that. From experience, I know I'm going to need to do that. So by default, I'm looking for index, right? That and the fact that I built this for 3 times is the 3rd time I'm building it, right? So hence the item and index and items version down here, right? So you can find that in the directive section. That's where it is in the documentation, right? All right. So I am going to do a sort of on-click thing here. I want to say some kind of on-click thingy in Vue. Now, Vue has, I don't even know if I did on-click. I wonder if it's smart enough to point that out. Oh, neat. Interesting. It is. I wasn't really expecting that. But okay, let's do that. Injecting JavaScript. Okay, they talk about injecting JavaScript, and some best practices with regards to that. All right. This might take me on a side quest that I wasn't prepared for just yet, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this on click the Vue way. If you've ever done something like jQuery or whatever, or just regular JavaScript, you recognize on click, right? But Vue's thing is it does this thingy like this, right? Let's see. Click listener, yeah. V on listener inheritance, yeah. So it does this thingy, right? With the at signs. Let's read it. The click listener will be added to the root element of my button for the example here, right? Describe this example, i.e. the native button element. When the native button is clicked, it will trigger the on-click method of the parent component. If the native button already has a click listener bound with the V on, then both listeners will trigger, right? Interesting. See, so it'll trigger the on-click. Because I'm telling it on-click here, and it's looking for an on-click parent thingy, right? So the way that's written is a little. Let me show you. So here I'm gonna do this clicky thing like this with a click. There we go. V click. Yeah. Yeah, and it picks it up. See, it recognizes the thing. So we got that. Oops. Sorry. Okay. And we're gonna feed you. I'm gonna say you're equal to a thing that I'm gonna call take turn, and that's going to be fed the index. God, I hate it when this is the only thing I don't like about that is that weird thing shows up every time I start building something. So I got to figure out why that is and fix it. But anyway, so here we go. So this is going to be the function I'm going to build out in a second. I'm going to call it take turn, and again that kind of goes along with the pseudocode that built out, right? Build the board, yay. Players piece names take turns, right? So we're going to get into take turns here. So let's hide the pseudocode again, and we're going to have take turns. So let's see, does that sit in? I gotta remember, do I can, right? Yeah. Give me a second, I'm looking at something. Okay, cool. All right, so that's sitting inside setup. Yeah, so we're gonna put you here, and we're gonna say, do I want to do arrow function or regular function? I think I'm just gonna do function. Take turn. I'm gonna feed you index value, and then you're gonna do stuff. You're gonna do the things. Okay, so what are the things that you're gonna do? Well, let's see. Oh yeah, first off, do you even work? Console.log. We're gonna say take turn value, and we're gonna check that value is actually getting passed to you. That's going to be the first thing that we check. All the red things go away. Interesting. Oh, see, that's interesting because it didn't really suggest that you should. Because I know what's going on. I have to pass that. So I have to make it available to call. So now, this is great because you got to see that color change, right? Did you catch that? Keep your eye here for a second if you didn't. So I'm going to redo that. So, okay, so, I've made this function. Great. There's a red underline thing. I know that I have to make it available to things outside the function, inside the template. So if I say take turn, look, the color changes. Now it's available. Fantastic. All right, so I go back and things explode in my face. Missing space between, okay, it's just a space thingy. 13, missing a space, okay, all right. Woohoo! All right, cool. Oh, wait, too many spaces? Might be too many spaces. There we go. All right, solid. All right, fantastic. Squares. All right, so now clicking. Does a click happen? All right, turn value 0, turn value 1, turn value 2, 3, 4, 8. Fantastic, great. Let's clear it out. Turn value 0, turn value 8, turn value 6, turn value 4. You get the idea. Great. On click, right? In view, yeah? Okay. So, and let's see, listener, on listener. I want to see on click. Is this the first time on click shows up in the documentation? The attribute inheritance, fall through attributes. Wait, let me see something real quick. Real quick. Let me see something real quick. Components in depth, extra topics as event listens for example is equivalent. Click is the equivalent. What are you trying to say here? Props with names that start with on, followed by an uppercase letter are treated as event listeners. For example, on click is the equivalent of at click in templates. Okay, so so on some other stuff inside here. You can dig into it a little bit more, but anyhow, so we can do regular pure JavaScript in here as well. Set up JSX. You can actually do JSX in here too. It's kind of trippy. I guess that's a key point. So if you're coming from React, you can actually do JSX in here too, and it'll understand it. JSX, yeah. I'm not gonna do that right now because I didn't prep for that for this video, and I don't want to be all night here doing it in case things blow up, because then I have to like debug stuff and fix stuff, and that'll eat up too much of my time. But it can be done. Maybe I'll do a different video for that, right? All right. So so we got the things are showing up when I click on them. Now I can do something inside here. And now I have the values being passed to my engine. I'm going to build my engine out, right? So let's do this. If we have a winner, and I'm going to have to check for winner in a minute. If we have a winner, and actually, wait, I need to actually hang on it. Well, I'm going to do something. Let's do this. Check for winner, and then we're going to check for winner, and then we're going to return, right? Which means that no winner happened, and then we're going to go to the next line. Do other things, right? First thing that we're going to do when we take a turn is, did this move win, right? Check for winner, right? If there's a winner, winner.value return, do other things. Okay, squares. Okay, but this is breaking because we don't have this built out first. So let's build that. I'm going to grab something from the React Tic-Tac-Toe tutorial. Let's see, where is that? React.js.org. Come here. React tutorial. Okay, take turns, declaring a winner. Pop, there we go. All right, so I'm going to snatch this, and this is going to be our algorithm for checking for a winner, right? Calculating a winner. Pop. Okay, there we go. And we are going to explain what this is doing. All right. Unlike some other videos that I've seen online where they just kind of like copy the code and don't explain what's happening, because I suspect they don't know what's happening. That is my suspicion. We are going to actually explain what the heck is going on with this, right? So let's say we are going to call you check for winner. Okay, and let's get our spaces in here correct. You receive a value, let's say plop, and let's say I'm going to let's redo this a bit. Check for winner, great. That's going to be a check for winner function thingamabob. Let's see. I want to. Can I do this? Okay. Well, here's what I want to do. Hang on. Value. Show me the value. And I'm going to rename this value personal preference here. And really it's because if I want if I want to rename things or access certain things on the page, I want the names of my things to be unique in certain areas, so that I don't have to do this individual thing in the future. I can just do a multi-line editing thing, you know, Like I think it's this. Oops, no, that's not it. That should have been it though. Hey, wait, go away. That was my other terminal. Wait, what did I do before? Did I have it like this? Yeah, I think that was it. Was it Alt J? J, yeah. So I can grab them all like individually like that if I want. But right now they have the same name as this, and that might pull squares from other places too, and I don't want to do that. Anyhow, so that's that. All right, so let's get rid of this. We don't need this little extra thingy here. We don't need that. All the semicolons we don't need. And now I'm going to spit this out. So let's see, put this here. These are the horizontal winds. Horizontal winds. These are the vertical winds. And then these are the crosswinds, diagonal winds, right? Okay, wait, doesn't like that space. I'm going to space up. Okay, cool. It's crosswinds, okay? Check for winter, right? Because we haven't used that yet. That's why you're screaming at me. What else? This stuff down here needs to be realigned too. So that becomes this. Becomes this. Who else becomes? Nope, not that one. This one becomes this. Oh, I know why that's screaming. That's talking about extra space. So just forming some stuff up here. Let's see. That's groovy. Move that there. Okay, so now all that stuff is in one line. If I had prettier set up, it would automatically do this for me. But I'm doing it by hand for now. Okay, so. All right, great. So this is looking for our board, right? And the values. Yeah, I know because I haven't called it. I haven't used it yet. Well, all right, let me fix this error so that I can show you the board and I'll explain the numbers, right? But you should kind of see it automatically because we have the 0 through 9. The 0 through 8 there before, right? So it's looking for horizontal winds. Are there matching things going across 0, 1, 2, and the index is 0, 1, 2, right? And the index is 3, 4, 5, etc., etc., etc. And then the cross thingies would be 0, 4, and 8, right? And then 2, 4, and 6, right? Like that, right? So, all right, so that's what that's doing. Now let's actually use you. So, this lets me talk about computed thingies. So, all right, so let's first set you up. Let's do a const, and now we have our winner that we're going to use below. Winner equals computed thingy, and the computed thingy is going to contain an arrow function, which is going to be our let's do some spacing here, which is going to be our check for winter thingy here. Check for winter, and check for winter is going to look at all the squares on the board. Look at the value that sits inside the pointer, right? Look for the value that sits inside the pointer, our ref, right? The value that sits inside the pointer, right? And flatten that, right? Look for all that stuff and then flatten it. And let's see. So this is going to check. Let's see, check. Oops, not check. Check. Check for winner every time the board updates. Okay, so actually, I think I want to put that here. I think I want to put this text. Let's see, yank you. Go here, switch back. No, switch back and paste you. There we go. Okay, all right, cool. So compute it. Yes, I am now using another feature of Vue called computed. Let's see. Okay, there's something that's there that you don't like. What's happening? Oh, no trailing spaces. All right, my bad. All right, cool. All right, solid. So now we have a computed thingy. Oh yeah, now, oops. That was almost working. Let's see, 41, unnecessary return statement, 41. Who is 41? Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, wait, hang on, we'll get there in a second. So, okay. Arrow winner is assigned a value but never used. Okay, well, you can't tell me, look, making me do crazy stuff here, okay. Run and return, If winner, say if winner, okay. Making me do, all right, wait. Let me talk about computed first. Let me go back to computed. So let's talk about what I just did here. Computed properties. Okay, computed properties, here we go, computed properties. You can watch a video at Vue School. Okay, so check that out. All right, so the gist of a computed property is that it's going to constantly look at. It's constantly monitoring. This is always running, right? So this is always running. That's what's happening in computed. Yeah. Anytime that there's a change on that board, computed is going to run this function anytime there's a change on the board. And then if there's a change on the board, it's looking for the value of, it's going to give me whatever the winner value is, if there is a winner value, right? It's going to run that function and then give me the output. That's what computed does, right? There might be a succinct way of that's describing what's happening here, somewhere in here. I offer this particular page to you, to the interested party, to the student, right, to read the documentation. Don't believe what I'm telling you. Go read it for yourself and understand it, right? But that's what's happening, is that it's anytime there's a change in the board, it's going to run that function, and then the value of winner is going to update automatically, right? So now I've got to go back to, this is line 41, the thingy that we were building down here, and see why that's exploding in my face. Okay, so if winner, but we notice winner is no longer red now, right? It understands that. Now it's saying, okay, unnecessary return. Because it's the last thing it's the only thing in the function. It's the last thing in the function. So that's why it's saying that. All right, so bop. Now, of course, now you yell at me because I got nothing else here. Should I say, let's see, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this, and then let's say console log inside if, something like that, so that this thing will stop screaming about me about silly things. Okay. Oh, right. Yes, it doesn't like double quotes. I forget. Fixed quotes, single quotes. Now it's happy. There we go. Okay. All right. So, now, so every time I you know what? Wait. I should make you see that. I should make the code show me what it's doing, so that you don't have to go on my word of what I'm saying here, right? Console. Because although I'm a cool cat, I'm a nice guy. There's a thing called trust but verify, right? And we'll say, we'll see, is the value coming in here, right? Let's check to see if the value is actually coming in here. Inside check for winner. I was debating whether or not to call that FOR or the number 4. Inside check for winner and value. We'll say something like that, right? So we can do two things. We can verify that the thing is being called, and we can see the value that's being passed to it, right? Do I want to see what the return value is? I probably do, but first let's do this. And let's see what the output is down here, right? Bop. All right, cool, squares, great. Now if I click on a thing, winner is going to get fired. Let's see, if I click on a thing, okay, let me close this because now my code is getting long. Close. So if I do click, take turn is going to fire, take turn is going to fire, take turn is going to fire, winner.value is going to be displayed, computed is locked to winner, check for winner is going to run, and we'll see whatever the value is, right? That's what we think is going to happen. So let's verify that that's going to happen by click. So I have an experiment. Let me test my experiment. So, all right, so now we go ahead and click, take turn value. All right, inside, check for winner. The value is the entire deck, right? Check for winner, check, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It's done the calculation, but nothing has changed. There is no winner, right? So the shape of this object has not changed because I'm not feeding it an actual value, right? Nothing that I do right now is going to change the shape of what that thing looks like, right? So therefore, I get nothing new coming out. Okay, so for constant I lines ABC equals lines I kind of sense lines. Okay, so lines right value A B C. Okay, so all right, so let me see something here. So I've got to start feeding the board stuff, right? I got to feed the board actual values now. So take turn, which makes sense because I haven't fed the thing any stuff inside the thing. Okay. Wait, but who are my players? Oh, duh. I set the players here. This is where we set the players. All right, hang on. This is where we identify our players. Okay. All right. So we've got that. Now we have the idea of what's going on here. If there's a winner, do that thingy. Let's go down here, and I want to say squares dot value. In, let's see, all right, turn dot value, okay, squares dot value in, okay, so specific square will be assigned a value. Let's see here. Chucklehead. Okay, squares. Yes, we have not defined squares. Console. The first thing we need to do. Okay, wait. See, this is why we look at our pseudocode, because you get lost. We built a board. We didn't have players, right? And we skipped some stuff, right? We had players, and the piece names are X and Y, right? So, and then take turns. So, right. So, okay. So let's players. We need some players. So we're gonna do constant. It's going to be. I could call this player. Say turn, and that's going to point to a thing called X, our initial turn, right? So this is going to be our initial player and piece. I'm spelling piece right. Okay, player and piece. I think I'm spelling piece right. But anyway, okay. So that's our player. That becomes now our turn value, right? So this square is going to receive this value, this thingy here. And again, since this is a ref, right? A ref is just a pointer in memory pointing to the actual object that it's pointing to. In this case, our X. To actually change that value, you have to assign it the .value method, right? Which points to the actual, which says, okay, here's the actual value of that thing. So we're assigning that actual value to this particular piece when we click on take turn. There we go. Okay. All right. Now let's get rid of the ugly like red thingies because we don't like the little red thingies there. All right. So then that assigns the value to that turn, to that player, right? That player's turn gets assigned to this square, right? Which is the initial value, which is X. Okay. And then we have to, okay, so we'll say, we'll say current player takes a turn. Current player takes a turn. Value is assigned board position. That's what's happening. Great. Now, board position. Okay, so now that player has made that turn. Flip player. Flip player, and flipping the player is going to be change the value. Is going to be the current value. Turn that value. Turn that value. Is that equal to this one? We do a turn area. Is that equal to this one? If it is equal to this one, then change it to the other one. Else, keep it to that one. Okay, cool. So there we go. So now that is that. Now the player should flip. The value of turn, yeah, the next player can do the turn, and then when a click happens again, it'll funnel through here again, and we should be able to see the value show up on the screen. Okay, all right. Let's see. We should see that. So console.log. Let's say player is going to be turn.value. All right, groovy. Okay, so there we go with that. All the things set up. Let's clear this just so we can kind of see things. Now let's see if the value, let's see if it works. So we got that comes in here, take turn value inside of, oh, if winner, right. If winner exit, right. Did this move win? Exit this function. Right. Okay. Right. Winner.value. Right. Winner.value. Right. Do we have a winner? I think that's what that's doing. Right. Check for winner. Right. Update the winner value. If there's a winner, exit this thing. Right. Stop taking turns. Right. Okay. Let's see. So setup call, empty squares. 1, 2. Inside check for winner. So inside check for winner. Right. That's inside check for winner. Cool. inside check for winner, and then take turn value is down here. Okay, player X, take turn value 1, take turn value 1, inside if. Okay, so then there is no winner yet. Okay, I should probably name this as like winner found or something like that. So I'll hit X, O, X, O. Am I still at the bottom? Yeah. All right, so now this next one should break the thing, right? X, inside check for winner. I don't see inside if, and that should have went 1 inside if. Oh, now we got inside if. Aha, inner found. Aha, inside if. Okay, and then inside if. So winner was found. Okay, so all right. So now we need to see that something has happened and then visually see that, right? We can kind of see down here that inside if is being called. So then that returns from take turn. So we can't change, we can't put a value on the board anymore. But now we need to like visually do something. We need to show that on the GUI, right? On the template side of things. So stop. Turn that off. There we go. Okay, cool. So winner is a thing. I need something here that shows me the value of winner. Winner's value. What is winner's value? Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to see this. Inside if, oops, winner value. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see this, and then I want to see winner dot value. Hang on, let me see something, or let me display something, demonstrate something. So let's clear all this out. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3. Let me check chat. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, X. Yeah, wait, yeah, there we go. Winner value X. Okay, cool. So let's pass that value to this guy out here. And we're going to do this. I'm going to say I can now access this out here, and we're going to say something like H2 winner. Who is it going to say winner X? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think that's what we're looking for. Yeah, winner X. Now when I do this, it's going to have that sitting there, but we don't want that, right? We want some kind of if there is a winner thing. So I can do another directive. There's a VIF directive that that I can use that will say, okay, if winner, that's this winner, right, exist, display winner, right? Right, so nothing, right? So then I can do this, bing. Now we got a winner that displays. Yay! Right? Popcorn, confetti, right? All right, great, cool. So the next thing that we can do is show who the player value is. I can do that, yeah? Let's do this. I can say H2, we're gonna put an H2 thingy here, and we're gonna say who is the player that is currently moving. And I can say inside that, I can do turn, and oh yeah, because I can pass turn too, right? Whose turn is it? Awesome sauce. Okay, so now I can say whose turn it is. initial player move is X. Right. Yeah. XY is not XY is XO, but yeah. So now we got X, now we got O, now we got X. Da-da. Who's the next player? Da-da. We got a winner. Pow. Boom. Okay, cool. So now we got a board. We actually play a game. We can determine the winner. Yay. Right? Solid. So, excellent. So, now we want to reset the game. All right. We should save our progress. We want to say, let's stop running the thing. We'll start seeing little error messages here because the view that's in the browser is trying to ping it. So we're going to say get status, because I always like to show you what's happening. And then I'm going to do get add all the things, get commit -m. Game is playable. Display winner. Show current player. Show current player piece, right? Show player current piece. Okay, cool, great, yay. Now let's get the thing running again. Fantastic. These little error messages will disappear now. All right, great. We're gonna shrink that down. Boom. Now we can what can we do? Reset. Right. We're doing reset. So we got take turns. We'll say that's done. We got players. That's done. We got the piece names. That's done. We got take turns. That's done. Right. Check for winner. That's done. And we didn't do tie game yet. Playing the game. Yeah, playing the game. We can play the game. That's done. Now, just reset board. Okay. Let's just do reset board. All right, solid. Oh yeah, empty space. Doesn't like empty spaces. Cool. Gotcha. All right, so resetting the board. We want a function called reset, right? So let's go here and we're gonna say function reset. Try this reset take values. Would reset take values? Probably not, at least on top of my head right now. But it is a function, so we definitely want to give it its thingies. There we go. And you are screaming about something, probably spacing. All right, cool. There's nothing in here yet, so what else are you screaming about? Oh, probably not being called, right? Unused. Yeah, right. Because we need a button. We're gonna need a button on the screen here. We're gonna need a button, and that's gonna need to be a button. It's gonna need to be a button. There's a button. Okay, wait. Okay, you drive me crazy. Look, button. Okay, so it's button. Fantastic. And in that button, should I do a Julia Child thing here? Well, no, this is gonna be pretty straightforward. Because it's gonna be button, and the button is gonna say, "Oops, get down here." The button is gonna say reset, and it's gonna be a click, right? Because when we click on the button, we're gonna click on the button, and then when we click on the button, we're going to call our function, which is called reset. We're going to make that function available to the outside universe inside our file here. When I say universe, that makes it sound like it's a global thing. We're going to make it available to our template that's inside of our component by saying reset. And now we have the reset function here. We can do a console log. Do we want to do a console log? Do we care about doing a console log? We understand console log. Console log. All right, I'm being silly. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. Let's do the console log, because we love doing console logs. We love verifying that things are actually doing what we expect them to do. That said, rest. Right, rest is a different thing. We'll go over that later on in a different video. So our reset called, yeah. All right, so Do we have a button? There's a button. Oh, here's another thing. Spacing. That spacing is not delicious. But I can do that here. I can say button. Okay, I can say, okay, button, give me a margin top. Yeah, give me a margin top. Give me a margin top of I don't know, 60 pixels, 40 pixels, 40 pixels. We'll say 40 pixels. Yeah. Okay, now I got spacing. Woohoo! Right. All right, so we got that in place. Now, if we call it, we should see our console log at the bottom here, right? Yay! Reset call. Great. Now, what's reset going to do? It's going to reset the board. So it's going to reset our board. Let's see here. Okay, duh. All right, so it should reset the board, and resetting the board will be easy. We're going to call up our pointer. We're going to say value is equal to array. We're going to say whatever. We're not calling up. Yeah. Okay. Am I saying something? We're calling up the value that's sitting inside of our pointer, right? We're saying assign that to. We're going to do the same thing we did before with the 9 spaces, and in those 9 spaces, we're going to fill it with boink. Empty spaces. Okay, so when I hit that, that's going to fill it with empty spaces, and that's going to change the state of the squares, right, to being empty again, right? And then we can start the game again. Now, so all that's updated. Let's put in some stuff. Dot. We got a winner. Great. Reset the board. Woohoo! Okay, player move. Oh. Dot. Aha. Reset the board. Dot. What about dot? Oh, okay. Now we have a nice little board. I just figured I'd do that differently, in case you didn't, think it was. So, all right. So now we know we have a working board. We can reset the board. The players alternate after each game is over. That's it. So that's the game, right? Technically, we're done. There's another feature though that we had down here before. Did I have this down here before? Oh yeah, I didn't even have this in here. So hang on, let me do this. Let me put this. How about we add a history of wins? History of wins, right? And in adding the feature of history of wins, I will demonstrate feature branch, and we'll build that out, right? So right now, that's it. So let's see. Let me see. Stop the thing, and let's go in here and we'll say get status. See the things that are changed. Great. We're gonna say get add all the things. Say get commit -m. Reset button added, and let's say and game works well, something like that. Okay, great. All right, so that's done. Cool, groovy. Now let's do hit return. Let's do a get checkout -b. Get checkout -b we'll call it game history. Game history. Game history? Yeah, let me check out MySB game history. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. And now we're going to restart the game, restart the server. Okay, cool. Vue's running again. Okay, great. Now, reload that. Maybe that's great. Cool, cool, cool. Now, that's it. I could stop the video right now, but I'm going to add this new feature. So I'll maybe edit one half where the game is done and the other half where I add this feature or whatever. Maybe I'll just keep the whole thing. I don't know. But here we are. Let's see here. Oh, wait. I should probably turn me back on for just a moment and describe how that is actually the thing here. So, wait. Turn me on. Transition over. There I am. All right. So, hilariously, for a while there, I was talking to myself in the camera, and I forgot that I turned myself off on the video. But that's it. The game is working. Everything works fine now. Now I'm going to add this new feature on this other feature branch called Game History. So maybe I'll cut the video off earlier in the thing and put that up there, or not, as I said before, right before I put my face back on. Let me do this with my face on. I'll add this feature with my face on it here in the video, but I'm going to bring up the terminal down here so you can see all the things. Let's see. Can we see all the things? Okay, there we go. And let's move that up. And we're going to kind of scooch this a bit. There we go. Yeah. All right, cool. So now we have that, and we have this. And yeah, all right. I'll keep my other terminal in the background just in case I need to use this for whatever reason. I probably don't, because I'm using the terminal inside of my IDE right now. But all right, so now we have enough space in my face to sit down here, and we can see all the things. Great. All right, so on to building out history. Okay, that gives me the ability to talk about something called watchers. So what this is going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a feature that saves the game wins inside of local storage, right? So even if the game ends, the next time you reload the game in the browser, you can see the history of wins for the game, right? Yeah, let's do that. And we'll also use a thing called watchers in Vue and kind of demo that and talk about that for a little bit, right? Okay, great. Yay, let's keep going. So, where do I want to put you? I want to put you underneath. Oh yeah, I should probably say history of wins, watchers. Right. The watchers, right? All right, cool. So where do I want to put you? Where I want to put you? Reset. Fantastic. We're going to put you down here, and we're going to say watchers. And inside watchers, we're going to be, my brain says, show you where this is inside of Vue's documentation. Okay, so essential things about Vue, right? Watchers, right? Did I do lifecycle hooks? Or maybe I'll get into that now. Oh yeah. I'll get into this too. So this part of the video is going to talk about watchers, lifecycle hooks, yeah, and local storage. Yeah, cool. Whee! All right. So here is that page. You can go there and kind of read about watchers here inside of the thingy. I'll just read this first paragraph here. Computed properties allow us to declaratively compute derived values. However, there are cases where we need to perform side effects in reaction to state changes. For example, mutating the DOM or changing another piece of state based on the result of an async operation, right? With Composition API, we can use the watch function to trigger a callback whenever a piece of reactive state changes, right? Reactive state, our refs, right? Our refs are reactive state, right? So here they have a nice little demonstration where you got ref, watch, right? We got two refs going on here. We got the watch. Watch works directly on a ref, right? And here we've got the particular question, this guy here, and we got async callback going on, right? And here we got like a nice little if try catch situation happening, and we got a little conditional going on there. Thinking, try to grab this thing from the API endpoint, and assign answer.value that the result of that thing, catch an error and display, change the value to whatever the error thing is along with the error message, right? And, excuse me, an error message, error could not reach the API along with whatever the error is, right? And then display that thing in your thingy here, right? Using view model, which is another directive, which is pretty cool. If you come from the land of Angular, you recognize that. All right, we'll get into that in a different video. But yeah, all right. So here we're going to implement this bit of business here in this code, and here I'm going to do a watch. Watch, and I'm going to watch my winner, right? And anytime winner changes, we're going to run our callback, and we're going to say, okay, new winner versus old winner, and those are going to be the new old thingies there. We've got a nice little arrow function situation happening here, and get our thingy happening there. All right, fantastic. Now watch is going to scream at me because I have not imported watch. Now we got watch, right? All right, and so now we're going to do our history value manipulation and local storage shenanigans, right? All right, so we've got new winner at, let's see, since this was not old winner, so you're not a win, yes, it's not the old winner, new winner and not the old winner. So the condition is you're the new winner and not the old winner. Let's see, history dot value dot push, history dot value dot push, new winner onto history, right? Push the new winner into history and assign it to local storage. Oh, look at that. Nice. New, like it's like you knew what I was asking you for. Oh, Vue, you're so awesome. All right. Let's see. So set item, this is going to be the name of our spot and local storage. We're going to call it history. And we're going to say JSON. Okay, JSON. I'm going to stringify you. And we're going to put in the history dot value. Not value, that's a different thing. Okay, cool. And you, my friend, add history to local storage, right? Okay, groovy. So, so that should watch for the winner, whoever the winner is. It should add it to the local storage, right? When I'm trying to remember if I saw that incantation before where we had, yeah, new question, old question, right. And this doesn't distinctly have to be async, right? Because that they're doing async await down here for this particular thing, right? So don't freak out about that if that grabs your eyeball for whatever reason. Okay, cool. So now let's see if this actually puts anything. If I go to application, oh yeah. Wait. I need to clear this because I had this before when I built this out the first two times, right? So let me clear this. Now let me go back so you can see a nice fresh thing here. Nothing there, right? So now let's get. Oh yeah. And my famous is it being called thing, right? let me do this. Let me do console.log. Oops, forgot the E. I always do that for some freaking reasons in the lab. Console.log watcher be watching. Okay, watcher be watching. All right, cool. So we'll say that. All right, inside da 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 da. Okay, all the things. Let's clear that out again. All right, let us begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we got a winner. Oh, boom, explosion. Okay, cool. Uncaught in promise type error cannot read property of undefined reading push. Aha. Okay, if winner. Okay, history.value.push. It doesn't like history.value for some reason. Doesn't like history.value. Did I set you? Oh, you chuckle away. I didn't set the ref, did I? You forgot to set the ref, homie. All right, so constant. I'm telling it to look at a thing that doesn't exist yet. History is a pointer to this, because this is our right. History.value is a. I wrote this and I'm thinking, okay, this is like squares. My brain was enriching that this is not squares.value, right? It's history.value. We got to create that, create a pointer to that. Now let's clear this. Let's clear all that. Start over again. Okay. Dot 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 dot. All right, watcher be watching is called watcher be watching. Let's see if we have a local storage thingy called history now. Application, and yes, we do. All right, so now we've got our first value in there is the winner X. Okay, cool. Let's reset the board. Let's go 0 0 0 da bop 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 bop. Oh, all right. First thing is X. Next winner is O. Awesome sauce. Now we have saved winners in the history. But Uncle Fonzo, what does it matter? Because I can't see anything on the game that tells me the history of the winner, right? That's because we're only halfway done, right? That's all right. All right. So let's describe this. Let's create something where we can actually place that and put it on a thingamabob, right? Let's make that available. We have history now, so we make history available, I believe, right? And then we can tell history to display stuff for us. Let's say down here. What do we want to do? Probably a div. Yeah, we'll probably make a div. We'll say, first of all, H2, because I seem like H2s right now, and then we'll say history, and oh wait, oh, you don't like that spacing, do you? Fantastic. So we'll say history, and oops, and we'll say we've got to say if there is something in history. Well, first off, let's just display what's in history, right? So we'll say div. Do I need to give you? Yeah, I guess I'll give you a class named history. All right, class name history. Well, it's not going to be more histories anywhere. Actually, I'm going to name you an ID. I'm going to give you an ID called history. All right, cool. So in case we want to style that area later on in CSS, we can do that, right? All right, so we got history, and we know we're going to have an object called history. So we'll do the same thing we did with our with this guy up here, right? So we're just going to say we're just going to iterate. We're going to say v4 item and items, basically, right? Okay, I got to figure out how to keep that from popping up, because that's just irritating. v4, let's do that. Doesn't show up like that. Good. We'll say for oops, game, and we have an index because this is an array, index in history. There we go. In history, wait. Sorry, there we go, like that. For that in history, and we want to give this a, oh, you know what I didn't mention? v-bind to key. Yeah. So yeah, there's a thing, because I didn't mention that before in the thingy above this. So yeah, we'll pass the index to that. That's what's happening here. If you're coming from something like Angular, you'll recognize v-bind, right? You do that so often that there's a shorthand for just putting the 2 colons there, right? In Vue, right? You can look up vbind. Okay, well, I got vbind and CSS. Oh, I could do vbind and CSS too. But yeah, I'm looking for watches, computed properties. Not recent, more like you can see vbind in here too. Wait, because that's a directive, right? And vbind and vmodel. Say bind. No. Oh, there we go. Why is it always just talking about like? It's not specifically FC, right? It's not specifically the thing that I'm looking for. It's kind of throwing my. Oh, there we go. Built-in directives. Thank you. Aha. Thank you, Vue documentation. Fantastic. Right. Another built-in directive, right? vbind. So here is the page for that. If you want to dig that, peruse that, right? But if you're coming from the world of Angular, you're going to understand, you're going to get it. And again, you do it so often that there's a shorthand with the colon there, right? All right. And we got some different examples of how to use vbind down on this particular page. So highly suggest just checking it out and reading that particular page there, right? Built-in directives, right? Built-in directives under the composition API and options API area, built-in directives, right? Okay, so back to this. So now we've got vbind, and we want to say, okay, here is the game, and the game is, say the game number, and we're gonna code this up so it looks kind of neat. No, oops, I hit 2 keys, I double tap something on there. Didn't mean to double tap that. So go back, hit that, and game the thingy. All right. What the heck was that? What did I open up? I don't know. All right. So index dot and game. Okay, yes, this person won. We want to say this person won. Won. There we go. This person won. Fantastic. And yeah, so let's look. Okay, so now we got history. Great, groovy. So the history of the thingy and the thingy. But what is history? So can you see history? Do you see history? Well, there's history. Is that the same history as this history? Yes. So we got index and we got that history. Yeah, those are all lined up. Great. When you start the game, see that's. Oh, right. All right. When I start the game, this history right now is just going to be able to see this, because the history that's on the board here is not loading up the values that are living here. And wait, you can't probably see that because my big head is in the way, right? Let me bring this. Now you can see it. See the values. Like, yay! Okay, cool. So those values, right, are showing up only in storage. So we got to pull them out of storage to display them in this area, right, for history. When history loads. Yeah, because when history initially loads, history is going to be blank, and that's why we're getting nothing right now. So, I can reload the page, whatever, but there's nothing that's displaying here, right? Okay, so Let's see. Now on to the other half of local storage, where you got to get stuff out of the storage and display that stuff for the page. So we can use a lifecycle thingy for that. Right? Let's see. Life cycle hooks. Lifecycle hooks. Composition API lifecycle hooks. We have lifecycle hooks in Vue, just like you have in Angular. I think it has lifecycle hooks, and React has lifecycle hooks. Yeah. Let's see. So we're going to use onMounted. Yay! All right. Cool. Registers a callback to be called after the component has been mounted, and the logic is going to be that when it mounts after when the component mounts, tell me, assign the features of assign the values of history, right? And that's sitting in local storage, to our history.value, to our pointer, to our reference, to our state pointer called history, right? So we're going to assign history.value to the value inside local storage. So let's do that. Let's get our setup thingy going here, and we see we got the watch, and we're going to create our on mount thingy, on mounted. I'm going to say on mounted, and in on mounted, I'm going to give you a nice little. There's one thing I don't know is there's got to be a shortcut, keyboard shortcut to create an arrow function in IntelliJ, and I don't remember what the heck it is at the moment. It was one time I used to just always do it accidentally when I'm doing like a Ruby code or something, but Rails stuff or whatever. But now I don't remember what the heck it is. But anyway, so all right. So we want to say something like history.value is assigned the value that's sitting inside local storage, which we're going to do JSON.parse. We're going to parse that in JSON. Local storage. We're going to say get item versus before, what was that? Set item or whatever. Where are you at? History of value is push local storage. Look at set item, right? Get item versus set item, right? Get item history. History, right? Okay. So that's going to look for the item in local storage, history, right? And get that value and put it and assign it to our history. Now, of course, onMounted is screaming at me because I have not imported it. It's now imported, yay. And now that should work when we mount, right? Now let's see this. There might be a little logic thing, but here, let me see this. Oh, are you there? Okay, yeah, oh, you there now? Oh, we got a console error. Okay. Uncaught and type error cannot read properties of null reading parent node. In promise reference onMounted is not defined. Yeah, well, we just fixed that. Hang on, let me redo this and then reload that to get. Oh, never mind. All right, never mind. All right, so let's run that. And I'm going to turn my face off here. Just so I can get more space here. So you can see all the things. So you can see automatically that it's pulling down the values from it mounted. onMounted was getting called. Actually, let me show you something. Let me do this. Let me see. I want you to see this too. Console.log, the famous console.log onMounted called, right? Okay, so let's clear this And you can see when setup is called and when onMounted is called. Setup called and then onMounted called after setup is called, right? So then onMounted called, it grabs the, hang on, let me reload this. Hang on, let me reset everything. Actually, it doesn't matter. You get the idea, right? It's pulling the thingies from here, right? So if I go here and I say let's run another game, pop, 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 pop. O wins, right? Haha! Game 3, 0-1 automatically updates on the DOM here, right? Because the watcher, excuse me, because because the watcher is watching the value of winner. We get that being set into storage, and the history value is a pointer to ref, right? So right to our ref, right? So that gets automatically updated as well, and it gets automatically displayed on the screen. All right. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Let me clear everything here. Let me clear here. Let me reload the game completely, right? I could just press reset, but reset the game. We look at, we look at application, nothing's in there, right? The console. Okay, now let's run the game again. Trying to see if anything can, if I can break anything. 1, 2, 3, dot, ba. Aha! That's what I was looking for. Type error cannot read properties of null. Reading push. Push cannot push the thing because it is looking for, cannot push that into here because it's looking for something that doesn't exist already, right? So let's say application, right? Because it is looking for a value inside of here called history, but it can't push that thing. Let's see, value, history, value. Yeah, dot push doesn't exist because value doesn't exist. Wait, but doesn't history exist on 60 when we first started? Hang on, setup. Yeah, that doesn't track. Just get item history. If that exists, get that. But why are you breaking here? That is 64. Interesting. But that's outside of setup. Let's do this. I'm curious. What happens if I cut you here and I paste you here instead? Inside setup. Setup should then create that ref called history. History should then be accessible to the watch. Wait, and why is the watch outside of? Oh no, that's reset. My bad. Okay, close reset. So so that's. Oh, actually, we're in the same spot. No, we're in the right spot. Okay, yeah. That could have stayed. That's fine. Yeah. Why is that? Uncaught in promises type error. Cannot read property of null. Reading push. 64. Okay. Excuse me. Why did that line break? Eval mainboard 64 call with error handling log. Warning, unhandled error during execution of watcher callback. Unhandled error. Okay, maybe an opportunity to retool that. Let's see. Watchers, eager watchers. Basic example of a watcher. If, right. Probably should have did a try catch, right? Try catch error. Okay. Let's do that. But that should be. Okay, let's do this. Let's say we're gonna do a try catch. We're gonna do try, and we're gonna do a catch, and we're gonna do a. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna cut that, and we're gonna put you in here. Paste, and we're going to catch the error, right? Well, I don't want to apply that to the thing. I want to say console.log. We're going to console.log this error. Could not set item. Could not set item into local storage. Cannot set item into local storage. Let's make a capital S on that, and and make a space, and we'll do the thingy, and we'll see what the error is. Right? Catch. And I'll pass the error. Okay, cool. Try catch error. Spacing. That's right. Keep me correct there. Okay, do we have an extra space at the end? Yes, we do. And we have an extra space here as well. No, but we got a space down there. That doesn't need to be there. Okay, cool. Fix indent. Great. Okay. All right. That should have trailing spaces. Okay, fix the spaces. All right, got it. All right, cool. So try catch error. All right, great. Now history.value.push. Yeah. Dot. That should be fine. I can move them there. That should be this history. That's that history. History is being exported. Yeah. Okay. Let's do all that. Let's reset you. Oh, reset called, but reset is not resetting. Oh, that's interesting. What happened here? Wait. Squares value reset called, but reset is not resetting. Why is that? What happened there? Oh, that's gnarly. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's see all the things. Is there something that's like stuck in memory somewhere? Console log. Chucklehead. Console time. I got values on my brain, man. Okay, console log. Square value. Only because I don't want to type the whole fracking thing. So because I'm gonna have to type the whole fracking thing. Squares dot value. All right. Squares dot value. Great. Now put the space there. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Reset. Square dot value. Now. Okay. Great. Reset call. Reset square dot value. Okay. Oh, what? What? 56. 56 is freaking out. Yeah, 56 is being called. Bruh, what's happening? Reload you. All right, cool. So now let's see what this error message is that gets triggered once I get here. Could not set item into local storage type. Local storage type error. Cannot read properties of null. Reading push. So value, history.value is null. So history.value is null. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's say console console.log, and we'll say the value of history.value, right? Let's see who this is. Why is that pointer not working? History value, history.value. All right, so tell us what that is at this spot. Let's reload the whole thing. And bop, 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 bop. History.value is null. No? No? No. So you're telling me that it's still this. Okay. Okay. On mounted called history.value should equal whatever is in ah. Oh, okay, that's irritating. Okay, they fixed that. So we've got history.value. Okay. No, because it doesn't exist. No, because this is the first time that we're running it. Because we set it up as the first time that we're running it, which is why I deleted that. That's null. This is the null setting, because on mount this gets this will assign this, but this is null. This is null the first time. So so if let's say it doesn't exist. Wait. I'm not gonna type all that, bro. Don't we have copy paste in the universe? Yank, go up here and like that and paste. Oh, come on, bro. Really? I thought we had this. Come on. Let's do this. And we'll say yank, and we'll put you up here, and we'll move you over there, and we'll say paste. There we go. Okay, there it is. And we'll get rid of that. And now we're going to put you down here, and we're going to delete you there, and we're going to turn that on and do that. And now you're going to be a thing. Okay, fantastic. Now, if you exist, do the thing. If you exist, assign the value to this. There we go. Okay. And we probably need some space here, right? Is that the deal? Or is there like another comma or something I'm missing? What's happening? Expected closing brace thingy. Oh, I'm missing a brace thingy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I am. There we go. Okay, great, groovy. All right, bing. Okay, clear all the things. All right, clear all moorings. Let's rock and roll. Tot. All right, X1, yay, X1. That's displaying. Show me the thing. There we go. There's the thing. Fantastic. Reset board. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, O1. Fantastic. Now we have the things. The things are displaying on the things, and all the things are happy. Yay. Let's see here. Console log. Let's reload the game. We see that the thing is there. I wonder if this is something I haven't done before. Well, that gets that part of the functionality done. But as I'm sitting here thinking, I wonder if Can I, well, let's stay, I wonder if I like really shut down the thing, right? Say stop, right? Run the thing doesn't exist, right? Great. Restart the server. Start server. Fantastic. Restart the thing, board is still there because it's sitting in the browser's memory, the local storage for the browser, right? So if I kill that, I reload that. Aha, nothing shows up. Great. Interesting. Start the game up. Restart the thing. The memory remains. Woohoo! Now, let's do a thing. Bow. Wait. Reset. Boom. Bow. Bow. How did I do that? Bow. 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 Anyway, I'm being silly now. So, all right. So there it is. There you have it. Full board. Game history is done. Get status, because of course everybody always does get status all the time. Get add all the things. Get status. Oh, look, it's green. Great. Get commit -m for message. History of game. History of game. Game wins. Now add it. Woo! Fantastic. Okay, so let's turn my wonderful face back on and get that back on here. Great. Fantastic. So now you've got an added feature of maintaining the history of the game wins that still persist in the browser, even if you shut off the server, if you shut off the game, right? And like really shut it off, like stop running the game entirely, and then you can start it back up, and the past histories gets displayed because it's sitting in local storage as well, right? So talked about local storage, talked about on mounted. So we talked about the lifecycle hooks, right? On mounted, and we also talked about watchers, right? In this particular part of the process. There you have it. Woohoo! I will post this code up on GitHub. Links below. If you're watching this on YouTube or wherever, wherever the video is, if it's on YouTube, there'll be links below to the GitHub repository. There you have it. This is Uncle Fonzo. Be seeing you, my niblets. Until next time. And that's the end of that video. And for the streamers out on Twitch, have a happy evening, because I'm getting off and I'm going to go eat me some banana pudding and watch me some movies. So, or watch people play Elden Ring or whatever. So, be seeing you, and thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.